Okay, thank you once again for joining in with Heaven's Handyman. I am here in a location in Long Island, and this is a house that I've been doing. I actually finished it off about 3 weeks ago, but when the inspector came, he found out there were several issues with the electric. So that's what I've returned to resolve those problems, and I have. Let me just show you the results of what's down here. Now, as you may have remembered from the previous videos, I did the painting down here on the floor and a bunch of plumbing repair. But for right now, just as a last issue, just cleaned out the refrigerator. Okay, that's going to stay in the house, and cleaned up over here. Make sure the slop sink is nice because I had replaced this faucet here. Also, though, as far as the electric goes, this electrical line, all right, I've placed through the studs. I brought it up through the ceiling down here. It was actually just dangling back here by the utility sink, and that wasn't very good. So I reran it through this channel here in between the joists up in the ceiling and brought it back and connected it up properly. Furthermore, there were junction boxes here, 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 this junction box here, another box here which I'm going to put a plate on, another junction box here with an outlet, and then this junction box here. You can see I replaced everything with Nassau County Code compliant Romex 12-2 wire. Sorry, yeah, 12-2 wire. Actually, this 12-2, yeah, 12-2. And reran all the way down here. The problem is that we had an open ground, and it was actually stemming. It started from back here, from where this line feeds up to the outlet and then comes down. And originally, it was feeding over here in an outlet upstairs here in the living room, and it was jumped down. A big major part of the problem is whoever did this house from way back when, there's about 5 or 6 or more of these jump-off points that they did incorrectly. I mean, that's just not the way to redo something. It's just not. And that's what was causing the open ground problem. Things were shorting out and weren't working. As a result, the outlets, they were hot, but they weren't functioning properly, and it was a fire hazard. So along with that being done, I went upstairs and I also changed out all of the electric lines, sorry, the electrical outlets upstairs, and I had to make sure that they were ground out. So there's about 26 or 28 of them on top of all of that. So right now everything is done. The house is functioning right. No electrical problems whatsoever, so now when the inspector returns, there should be no issues with this house, and that's a beautiful thing. So all right, I'm done for the day. I've been here for about 4 hours this evening, me and my electrician. We isolated the problem. It took us a while, but we got it done. So until the next time and the next job, as always, I'll say again, to God be all the glory. Just as simple as that. Tune in, come check me out for the next job, okay? Until then, this is HHC, out.